Alistair Overeem was the K1 champion. He was the Strikeforce heavyweight champion.
Left it fly now. Alistair Overeem, quick work for the champ.
And going into the UFC, I think a lot of people thought he was going to wreak havoc on the division.
I'm finally in the UFC. Basically, I already beat everybody outside of the UFC, so for me it was a logical next step.
And again they connect. Big knee to the body. And answered by Lesnar. Another big knee to the body. Right to the midsection of Lesnar. He's hurt bad. And again to the midsection. Brock is hurt. A kick to the body. So much punishment to the body. This is going to be it. That's it. No. It is all over. Wow.
Making a guy quit while he's conscious from strikes is a very hard thing to do. It's one thing that Alistair Overeem tends to specialize in.
He beat Brock Lesnar. He retired Brock Lesnar. Alistair Overeem retired Brock Lesnar. But we haven't seen that same Alistair Overeem.
He is coming off of 2 losses in fights that he really should have won.
Alistair Overeem was beating Travis Brown. He was beating Bigfoot Silva. He was winning those fights.
Alistair Overeem has Travis Brown in serious trouble. Another knee to the body. He's hurt. That's it. Travis Brown.
And then he wilted.
He has finished Alistair Overeem.
If Alistair Overeem won those 2 fights, we're having a totally different conversation. We're talking about Alistair Overeem fighting for the UFC title.
He needs to win in the worst way. I think he's got to be motivated by that and that alone.
There's a million things I could have done and I should have done. It's too much what ifs, and what ifs just make things complicated.
Thailand is all the way across the world, and he's on an island there at the Super Pro camp. Totally excluded. He's going to bring in who he wants, and that's true isolation. That's true focus.
Been here over a month. I absolutely love it here. Excellent conditions, and I'm really feeling I'm peaking right now.
He wanted to go back to his roots. He wanted to get back to his Thai boxing style.
He felt he needed to go there, so it was important to him. It should be interesting to see how it translates into this fight.
I have an affinity with Thailand. I've always had great results fighting out of here. I have full confidence that it's going to work in the future. I definitely changed several things, several ways we train. I changed some strength and conditioning things. My energy is good, I'm healthy, I'm 100% fit, I'm 100% ready. I'm trying to win. My whole strategy will be designed to knock out Frank Mir.
Halfway across the world in the arid Mojave Desert resides Overeem's opponent, veteran of 22 UFC contests, 5 of which for the title. Frank Mir knows all too well how to prepare for a fight.
Training smarter is way better than training harder. And when you're younger, you always think you're not training hard enough, and you want to spend more time in the gym, and if you don't, people insult you, you don't train, you don't take the work ethic right. And I've learned now that there's definitely an efficiency to training. I'm much more efficient in working out Alistair's strengths when I go into the gym and train. Alistair, I think, is one of the most dangerous heavyweights in the world when it comes to the clinch. He has the best knees in any division. I think that if he lands a knee, the fight's pretty much over with.
Another big knee to the body.
You know, he's a K1 level kickboxer, so striking in the long range is not going to be an easy quest. I think you just go out there and have to fight him, and when he makes a mistake, take advantage of it. Just be in good enough shape to weather the storm and come through on top and then take advantage of it.
Frank Mir was a UFC heavyweight champion. He knows what it's like to compete at a championship level.
Frank Mir is a guy who's just been with the company for a long time.
We're talking about a guy that's been in the UFC over 12 years, let alone 12 years in the heavyweight division.
As Joe Silva likes to say, Frank Mir is when technique meets horsepower. That's the kind of guy he is.
You talk about Frank Mir, he's one of the most gifted Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioners in all of the sport.
He's going for a footlock.
In the Nogueira fight, it seemed like Frank Mir, he wasn't having the greatest fight.
He connects again. Frank's in big trouble.
Frank Mir surprised everybody against Nogueira and was getting boxed up by him in the second fight when he found a way to just pulverize his arm.
Oh, look at this! Unbelievable! Trying to finish it. He's got him out. It is all over. It is all over. Unbelievable! Frank Mir has submitted Big Dog. Unbelievable!
But Frank Mir is struggling right now. He's on a losing streak.
Cormier is so explosive, and the pace and pressure he keeps right here is what has made him successful. Santos by knockout! Wow!
Frank Mir fought Josh Barnett at UFC 164.
Two of really the best heavyweights of all time.
And everyone thought, my God, this is going to be great. It was going to be catch wrestling versus jiu-jitsu. And it wound up being none of that, although still very entertaining.
Oh, nasty elbow in tight.
Mir pops right back up and says, "What happened? I'm fine."
Frank is upset here. He thinks it's a premature stoppage. He jumped back up and he doesn't look hurt now.
Was it a quick stoppage? Frank Mir might have a point about that.
You gotta let us fight, you know. I didn't sign up for a tennis match. When the referee came in, there was never an opportunity for me to show him if I could or couldn't intelligently defend myself. The fans got robbed. I got screwed over on the fact that I trained so hard for that fight to keep up a pace. You know, if you were at work and doing a project and I walked in and grabbed your keyboard and threw it across the wall, you probably wouldn't be the happiest guy for a few minutes either. Before this streak here, I've never had a back-to-back loss. And so now this 3-in-a-row losing streak, it is a lot to deal with. I love how people think things are so simple. Just go to the gym and train from sunup to sundown and things will take care of itself. And that's just not the case. There's so much of a balance of rest and recuperation, and you have to truly give yourself downtime. And if you're sitting there casting my thoughts upon the what-ifs of the situation, that's energy that's not being used properly. So I try to really just distract myself and get away from it. Is it easy? No. Is it there? I'm not stupid. I can read the writing. The score of the game I'm going into is not looking very positive right now.
I'm training at Iceland, Koh Samui, Thailand. Strength conditioning, I spar, I do technique sessions, stand-up wrestling, MMA stuff. I get massaged. You kind of get to know your body better the way you get older. You learn more. I have no injuries now. I'm fully motivated. I still have a good 6 years in me, 3 to 6 years. And as long as you keep the pleasure in, it's just great. Life here basically is, you know, everything is near. You drive on a scooter. You can go by car, but scooter is just more easy. So the funny thing is that you need gas. Some guy selling gas on the corner of the street. You need it, you go there. We had a hard week at camp. So today we're gonna take that baby out for a drive and just have a nice relaxing day in the sun. So jumping off a boat is great. I mean, I'm all the adrenaline junkie and this and that, but I have to take more responsibility, and that is, I have a fight coming up. I don't want to jeopardize any injury. Frank Mir definitely is going to be a challenge. He's got a lot of experience, he's very tricky. And again, we have to realize that if you're in the fight business, if you're a fighter, you're going to lose sometimes. And you know, it's my job not to make it me.
Once great heavyweights will look to return to their former glory. Redemption, vengeance. The featherweight king will welcome yet another challenger, one with the ability to inflict the sort of damage necessary to attain gold. And two of the sport's hottest fighters will meet again. The now undisputed champ meets an unexpected challenger. Always ready, always willing. Only time will tell who will impose his will, who will achieve victory, who will become champion. UFC 169.